Cats are majestic animals and have always fascinated us since ancient times. Observing them, trying to understand them, we realize that in their attitude, habits and qualities there is a kind of magic due to their ability to live quietly and be happy. Cats are endowed by nature with so many abilities that we can also use in our daily, personal and professional life. Most of those who have a cat envy the way it lives, its inclination towards happiness, and often dream of putting into practice in their everyday life its behavior and philosophy of living. By analyzing cats' behavior, trying to understand how they live, we can form another perspective, another vision of the world, and gain a different and complete understanding of our being. We could take the time to adapt some of the cat's behaviors in terms of self-esteem, the way we relate to others, and our ability to distinguish what is essential in life. So here are some pieces of life wisdom we can learn from our feline friends. Love yourself first. As we often see, cats put their own well-being in the center of their lives. They definitely have that lifestyle figured out. We can learn from their habits and take notes on their ability to lounge, chill out, enjoy a good meal or a good afternoon sleep. So just like them, in order to do this, you must allow yourself to put your own happiness above others from time to time. It is only up to you to create a state of well-being and be happy. Don't always leave yourself behind, because no one will act in your place and no one can know what you really need in order to feel good and live better. Don't let a day go by without doing what you like. Don't miss any opportunity to give yourself a moment of joy or treat yourself a small gift because you deserve it. Give yourself time to enjoy little things in life. Have you ever noticed cats sometimes simply lying down and admire the landscape, paying attention to every detail? From a human perspective, you might think they are lazy, doing nothing all day, but cats know very well how to be contemplative, sitting quietly and relaxed, observing everything that happens around them. Cats seem to have no sense of time, at least not in the sense in which we perceive it. To give yourself time does not mean to permanently keep yourself busy, but to be aware of every passing moment, to know how to make the most of life, and to free yourself from this exhausting race against the clock. Follow the example of the cat and you will become calmer and wiser. Learn to say no. Cats can stand being told what to do or to obey. As they are stubborn, you will rarely get them to do something following an order. But what about us? We don't like orders either, but sometimes we receive them all day long, both at work and at home, or even by simply trying to fit to society standards. Learning to say no means saving your time, preserving your ability to act your life, but also to make yourself respected by those around you who, sometimes unfairly, will take advantage of your inability to refuse. You have to find and restore the balance between order and services. No one is obliged to be permanently in the service of others. Saying no is okay, and it's important to set boundaries for yourself. It's better to say no than to commit to something you don't have time, energy, or resources for. Learn how to enjoy silence. We are permanently caught in the vortex of everyday noises, horns, phone rings, continuous noisy movements which lead us to a state of mental fatigue. Silence helps cats regain their strength. They love silence, value it, look for it. The other piece feeds their inner peace. Why don't we do the same? Give yourself a few minutes every day to listen only to yourself, to increase your inner peace, to simply live better. Do like the cat. Whenever you have the opportunity, look for a moment of peace. And if the environment does not help you, take again the example of the cat and search for a quiet place known only by you and recharge. Always know what you want. When it wants something, the cat goes straight to the target and doesn't give up until it achieves its goal. It is demanding, it knows what it wants, and you won't be able to trick it with a new brand of food it doesn't like. In the best case, it will turn its nose in front of the football and knock it over. In the same way, you won't be able to force it to return home in the evening if it's in the middle of a walk and feels very good hidden in the layer of flowers 2 steps away from you. An excellent hunter, nothing diverts it from its target when pursuing a prey. Here is the great quality of the cat. tenacious, stubborn, and always knows what it wants. As people, however, sometimes we adjust our desires according to so many aspects, and we often hide the real desires that we repress, believing that we are not able to fulfill them. Knowing what you want is the first step, and the next thing to do is to directly ask what you want. As people, however, sometimes we adjust our desires according to so many aspects, and we often hide the real desires that we repress, believing that we are not able to fulfill them. Knowing what you want is the first step, and the next thing to do is to directly ask what you want. This way you will save a lot of energy and time. Cats have the innate ability to make the most out of life. We have a lot to learn from them. So if you don't have a cat yet, maybe you were surprised to discover in this unique animal a lot of wisdom and ideas to motivate you to live in search of well-being and pleasure. If you liked this video, make sure you subscribe and support us to create more content. Thanks for watching and have a perfect day.